It's Daniel Mack on TikTok. You have like basically 2 million followers. You are a TikTok genius here. I mean, you go out and you ask people in luxury vehicles, what do they do for a living? And when I first saw I must have seen a video, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago. I loved it. I thought this mixes everything that is great about TikTok plus inspiration. And my favorite woman, of course, is the woman that's just like, I'm married. I'm like, girl, you're living the dream. So you're experiencing great TikTok success. Tell me how you came up with this idea of asking people in luxury cars what they do for a living.
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of a fluke at the beginning. I had the idea for a couple months, and then I moved out to Dallas. So this was the perfect spot to do it. And I went to this one like luxury kind of shopping mall area and just saw like crazy cars everywhere. And I was like, wow, this is the perfect spot to do it. So I just one day was with a friend and I saw like a couple, my first video, a Ferrari and a Audi R8 and whatnot. And then I posted it. I had like 30 followers at the time and it just blew up like immediately, like for whatever reason.
Well, like I said, it's okay. And do you really approach these people cold? I mean, because I'm assuming it's just on your phone. You're going up and like if somebody says, I don't want to be filmed, dude, then you just don't, whatever. You don't use that clip, right? So you're just hitting record and going right up to them.
Yeah, no, I literally use my iPhone 11 and I walk up and most of the time they're really nice about it. Like there's only a handful of people that will be like, get out of my, like no one, that completely tells me. But they're just like, I'd rather not be filmed. Or some people have seen the videos now and they're like, I just don't want to be on this at all or associated with it.
Oh, I know. Well, you're already known because now you'll go up to people and then they're like, oh, yeah, you're that guy on TikTok. You're like already famous. So they're like, I mean, they're either cool or not. Right. So I'm assuming when that happens, you just don't use that clip.
Yeah, I'm thinking about I probably won't, but I was wondering about making a compilation of people that are like, like get out of my face. But it's not that common. But I mean, most of the time people are really nice about it. So it's awesome.
So you're thinking about this for a while. You're in Texas. And like I said to you, there's some rich motherfuckers down there. I mean, I cannot believe these cars. What is the most expensive car that you have approached? Well, I think you put it on your TikTok. Wasn't it like over $1 million?
Yeah, so definitely the Bugatti Chiron, if I'm pronouncing that right. It's this guy. He's like a $8 billion real estate tycoon, and there's only 50 or 20 in America, like 500 ever to be made. And this guy rolls up. I'm with one of my friends that's like a car enthusiast. He's like, dude, look at that. And I was like, dude, what even is that? He's like, that's a Bugatti Chiron. They're insane. So this guy's so nice. He just responds. He's like, I've seen your videos. It's like, dude, what? These billionaires have seen it. It's crazy.
I mean, it is amazing. So tell me this. What has been the answer that you have found the funniest? I loved the woman who said, I'm married. Like she just looked at you for a while. And she's just like, I'm married. What's been the best answer, do you think, so far?
I love that one too. And at the beginning, I was considering not putting it in. I was like, well, like, do you think she would mind? But people love her too. So I think that's funny. But the drugs, the original I sell drugs guy, just straight faced says that one. Another guy said, I have a rich father-in-law. Kind of respected the honesty on that one.
Okay, do we think the drug dealer guy we think is kidding, right? I mean, now you've got to almost become an investigative reporter because I kind of want you to find out if that's real.
Honestly though, I think that guy, so MTV reached out to me about like using one of my clips on Ridiculousness, like the TV show. So they basically had to like track down people that were in the video to get like permission.
Yep.
And so they found him. He messaged me, and I think he's a car dealer as well. So he's a really wealthy guy, but I think he's just kidding. But there's another guy that said it just straight faced in a Ferrari 488 in one of my videos, and I was like, maybe he really does.
So, okay, I was going to ask you that. What's been the craziest thing that has come from this? Has a celebrity reached out, but you or MTV? What has been the biggest thing that has taken on a life of its own you never anticipated?
There's an accumulation of a lot of stuff. I'm a big Danny Duncan fan. Are you familiar with him?
Oh my God, no. Who is he?
So he's like this YouTube like prankster kind of guy. I love his videos, and he DM'd me like the other day. At like 1 a.m., I'm just on my phone. He's like, yo, man, love the videos. Like, keep it up. And I was like, oh, my gosh. Like, maybe we can, I can ask you what you do for a living in your Tesla or something like that.
Yes.
So,
Wow, I know, because I just think it's so clever. It's just because it's also inspirational to people, I think. I guess. I mean, I hear some people sort of, or in your comments or whatever, people are like, oh, great, you either have to be in the medical field or you have to be in a rich family. But I think in a way it is inspirational because you do get a variety of answers.
Yeah, honestly, it's I do it for kind of both, it's comedic, it's funny, like, and it's also interesting. Like, I've always wondered, so it just kind of is providing, like, a lot of people are like, I might go into that field that are younger, real estate, especially. I think it's more commercial real estate, but I don't know. It seems like 80% of people I talk to say real estate, which is just crazy to me.
Okay, really? More than the medical field? Because I was thinking it seems like all these people are in, I don't know, pharmaceuticals but you think it's more real estate than that?
Yeah, and there's a lot I probably have like 40 or 50 clips I haven't used because, like, either they don't look good or, like, the car isn't, up to, like, being a super car, but almost, like 75% or so say real estate. It's crazy, shocking. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely in the wrong business here of podcasting, but so you've only put out a handful of videos. Now I'm seeing some other spoofs. Have you seen any of the spoofs? There's a guy now going up to people in Priuses and asking them, "What's your favorite spoof of you?"
I mean, I just saw that one the other day where he's just going up to, I think it ends with like a Walmart employee pushing a cart. If that's what you're talking about. Yes. That one's pretty funny because people are just, they don't know how to react. I've also seen some other ones kind of in the same, ballpark as that. David Dobrik too. Someone did it with him. And I was like, whoa.
Yes. And wasn't it David Dobrik's friend or something that's like, yeah, I'm literally just David's friend. Like, that's it.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. And so, that was funny.
Now you've inspired someone. I love someone's doing too, one of just Black women in high-end vehicles, asking them what they do, which I don't know if you've seen that yet, but I thought that was really good too. They just want to highlight, Black women, what they do. And I'm like, you're inspiring all these other videos. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I love the spoofs and other stuff like that. Some people have just been straight up copying it and like, that's fine. Like, but I guess it's an interesting thing people want to see. So, I mean, I encourage it.
Any negative, what has been any backlash or criticism of your videos?
Let's see. I mean, some people get offended that I don't have like more minorities or, like women in my videos, but really I just put whatever I find. I'm not like withholding anything. So yeah, it may like speak to a greater issue and like wealth inequality and whatnot. So, yeah, I definitely I put whatever I can out that's good, but that's one thing I see. So, definitely, like seeing more of that.
Well, I love like what you said though, right? Because you're just taking these people cold. You're literally just capturing them, right? But maybe it sparks a bigger conversation as a society. That's really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I think you have 10 videos up at this point on your TikTok?
Yeah, I think I just posted my 10th this morning. So, or 9th or 10th, yeah.
Okay, so where is this? What is next? Are you going to continue this for a while? Do you already have other ideas you're thinking of for spinoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about maybe bringing it to knocking on people's doors that have like mansions and whatnot, and like maybe getting a tour or maybe like yachts or something down that field. So I'm in the works. I might start filming stuff like that. And we'll see where it goes. Yeah, I don't know.
That would be quite something. Okay, knocking on a door is even more intimate. I mean,
that
is...
It's like I'm just like I need a friend with me or something. I'm not just gonna go gold into someone's. I feel like most people would say no, but maybe they've seen the videos and they'd be like, sure.
I actually would have thought no. I think people will surprisingly say yes. I mean, because that's what I was so fascinated. I'm like, I wonder how many people say to him no, or after the fact go, I don't want my image to be used. But yet, I'm actually amazed how welcoming they are. They all seem super friendly to you. Like, yep, I'll tell you, no problem.
Yeah, no, they've shocked because people say that in the comments too. They're like, oh, I expected these rich people to be really rude, but almost all the time they're like very nice about it. I've only had a couple, mean people.
That is interesting. Do you think there's anything else we can take away? I mean, obviously it's a very short clip, right? So you don't get into like how many years it took them to become wealthy or like any of the background. But for you as the creator, do you think there's other things aside from just being maybe inspired, or like obviously people have noticed differences in minorities and women? Anything that you see that you think people can take away that maybe we're not seeing?
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about maybe doing like longer series of like maybe a YouTube channel where like I actually sit down with people that like I've interviewed and actually have like longer conversations about how they got to where they're at. Because afterwards, sometimes they'll tell me in depth, but I can't fit it into a TikTok that's a minute with like 6 other clips. So, there's definitely some inspiring stuff that I might want to highlight, and how they got, because a lot of them, I think it's like 65 or 68% of millionaires are like self-made in America, or maybe a higher number. But I was looking at it yesterday, and it's most people think it's all daddy's money in that way, but it's not always the case.
Right. And when you say self-made, they have their own business, or they're entrepreneurs probably for the most part, something like that they've become CEOs, how they've done it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I mean, and the majority are they own their own businesses. Like no one's really like I work for blank, it's all kind of like I own this, I do this. So yeah, it's definitely cool, seeing how it really works.
Oh my God. Well, I know you're busy. I know you're getting inundated with videos or with interview requests. Now, is there anything we can look forward to? Meaning like, is MTV definitely going to use your clip on ridiculousness coming up and the date? Is there anything you can promote?
It's not a set. I mean, they said most likely fall. So, they got to work on their end. And I think they're just putting it in like a bit of an episode, but they said it should come out in the fall. So I'll be on the lookout for that. And I'll definitely promote it when I see it. But yeah, as far as that, just trying to make some new avenues into some other stuff. I'm probably going to branch out in the next couple of weeks here.
Unbelievable. I cannot wait to see where you go. It's Daniel Mack is your TikTok name. And then it's also your Instagram, right? It's Daniel Mack on IG? Okay. Daniel, anything else you want to promote?
No, I don't think so. I think that's pretty much, I mean, I just dropped some merch on my TikTok.
Yeah.
It's some cool, it's some cool shirts. They're like minimalist designs. I had a friend help with me. So yeah, they look really nice. It's in my bio in a link. So. And
what do they say? I'm married, or what?
So I think we're moving on doing that. We're gonna make some new ones. Right now they're just kind of basic. It's just like a car with like the what do you do for a living, and then my tagline, kind of like clean looking. But yeah, I think we're gonna start making like I sell drugs on a shirt and like. I'm married. I think that'd be really cool.
Oh my God, you have to. They're serving you up these genius marketing things. Now, okay, you're in Dallas, Texas. You're 23 years old. Now, what's your status? I know my listeners might be a little old for you, but what are you single, dating? What's going on?
I'm single right now. I mean, I just moved to a new city, so I definitely wasn't going to be, holding on to anything, just trying to meet new people. So single for now, yeah.
Okay, hit him up, ladies. Single, you're out there available. I mean, you're a TikTok genius. I just love it. I'm so grateful. Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Daniel, I do have one more question for you. So some of these people are actually buying you things. What is going on with that? Like, so someone bought you a Rolex?
Yeah, literally. And some of my friends were like, "Is this like a sugar daddy situation?" Basically, yes. I plugged this guy's. Well, he's a genius. This guy, his name's Anthony. He works for Timepiece Gentleman. It's like a watch dealer.
Okay.
And I asked him, and he just plugged his Instagram while he was talking to me. Like, didn't know the guy at all, not like set up or anything. And then I just include his clip and then also give him a shout out in the comments. I'm like, well, follow him. Like, he's a smart guy. And then he makes a video in response saying like, I have a gift for you to thank you for like, adding me in the video. So then he just gives me a Rolex and we make like a whole video around it. So it helped his business, which was like genius for him because he's gotten like 30 or 40,000 followers. And then I got a Rolex. So it's a win-win.
Okay. And are you keeping the Rolex or are you eBaying that shit? Like, what are you doing with it?
I'm going to keep it for now, at least. I do like watches. So, I mean, I love how it looks and they just appreciate in value. So no harm in holding on to it. And
then you've got a guy that now wants to buy you a Gucci bag. Is that right?
Yeah. So it's basically a guy I also had in one of my videos. He was in like a Ferrari and he said like, oh, I've seen your videos. I'm roofing in real estate. So we actually met up and he basically like, bought me a camera to basically like up my video production. And then also was like, this will be cool for your video. Like, let's shop at the Gucci store. So then he gave a kind of spiel on how he got to where he's at, which I think my followers will like. So yeah, but yeah, sugar daddy situation. My friends are like, what's going on there? I'm like, it's just, they're just being nice. It's nothing like that.
You already have sugar daddies, Daniel. This is amazing. Okay. All right. Terrific. Loved it.